everyone, how are we today? Just doing an all signs video today, looking at who's coming towards you in love. Okay, so I do have my list with me so we can check cards and star signs, whatnot as well. I will be starting with Libra today. I do like to sort of mix it up for my own sort of sake. They're mostly there, but do subscribe to the channel if you're not already. This week we are using the Jelly Bean Lenormand, and I also have the Soul Connection When Two Hearts Meet Love Oracle. All right, so starting off with Libra today, as always, you will see me taking those timestamps. So Libra, okay, who's coming towards Libra in love, please? Who's coming towards Libra in love? Okay, and can I just get one to clarify that second card? Who's coming towards Libra? Okay, so straight away seeing here, Libra, we do have the bear energy. Okay, so this is not actually associated with a specific star sign, although I do associate this with Leo, Capricorn, occasionally Aries as well. So it is my personal card. So my top three, I do normally associate it with those signs. Mostly so much the Capricorn and Leo there, the stronger. Sometimes you can see a bit of Taurus element coming through as well, just with a bit of stubbornness, I suppose. But the bear energy is a very protective energy. Okay, so this is somebody quite strong and powerful headed your way. So it definitely could be somebody in a position of power, somebody who emulates that bear energy in that sort of sense. Somebody who, they also could be very protective of themselves, very sort of on guard, very defensive. They don't like to let people get too close to them. That kind of energy. It can also talk about that mama bear type of energy. So someone who's quite nurturing but very sort of overprotective at the same time. If there is, I do find too that sometimes if I'm, depending on, the sexuality of the people that I'm reading for, this can talk about a bear. Okay, as well. So if you're in that community, if you know sort of thing. So it could talk about that bear type person as well. So for the straight ones of us there, not myself. I don't know why I sounded like I'm including myself there, Libra. But for the straight people watching, it could be somebody quite rugged, quite woodsman type energy. Okay, we do see that with that bear energy. All right, we also have here the scythe, which was clarified by the key energy. Okay, so this person's going to they're going to be like unexpected entrance into your life quite suddenly out of nowhere. It's going to seem like this person is in your life. It's the scythe really does talk about sudden changes happening, and it can talk about harvest as well. So that, I'm feeling that for some of you, there may be some linking with the something to do with harvest for this person. So they may work for a company that has harvest in the title, all those random sort of things. Okay, you may meet them harvesting a field, like. Well, we did say we've got that rugged bear energy there, so they definitely could be like a farmer type person with that scythe energy there, but more so with that key clarifying that it's kind of like all of a sudden this person is opening up to you. They may be somebody who does guard themselves quite strongly, but all of a sudden out of nowhere this person is opening up to you and sort of opening. It definitely could be somebody who is suddenly making some sort of opportunity available to you as well, with that key. Somebody offering you sudden success. All right, but we'll have a look with the love oracle. Libra, who's on the way towards Libra with love, please? Who's coming towards our Libra with love? Clarity, Libra. Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. So once again, clarity, this person may be, they may wear glasses with that clarity card. You may sort of all of a sudden you can kind of see with total clarity that this person is trying to open themselves up to you, trying to offer something to you here. All right, one more for our Libras, please. Who's coming towards Libra? Tested. All right, so your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. So especially with that person in that bear energy, that the bear energy, there's someone who protects themselves, but it can get to the level of, being a little bit defensive as well. So I feel like them opening up to you may feel like it's some sort of test that they're putting you through. Can Libra handle me? That kind of a test is what I'm sort of getting from that there, Libra. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. I'm just having a quick look for you if any of those cards no, so none of those cards are linking to any star signs. So it could be pretty much anyone coming your way, Libra. But make sure you check your other placements, of course. But we'll move on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Who's coming towards Scorpio in love? Who's coming towards Scorpio in love? Okay, so Scorpio, you may already currently be in a bit of a connection with somebody here. Interesting. I'm just checking my list there on that third card. No, okay. So firstly, we have the moon energy, which is the Cancer energy there. So someone very emotional. There's some sort of emotional connection between you and this person already, or they may feel a strong emotional connection to you already. We do also have the ring. So that's Taurus card as well. So we've got Cancer and Taurus. They definitely, and those are on either side of Gemini as well. So they may have some sort of strong placements in one of those as well. And I do feel as though, with both of those on either side of Gemini, there may be something about Gemini as well there. But, we are seeing a strong emotional connection with this person, either, already or, in the near future, or just even on their side of things. They may just very strongly feel an emotional pull towards you, Scorpio. They may feel as though you have some sort of emotional connection sort of immediately. They may feel that their intuition is leading them to a relationship with you, Scorpio. We do also have the letter. Okay, so that's all about communication. So I feel like they're going to communicate this to you. It's something that you're going to hear them say. It's going to be something along the lines of, "Oh, Scorpio, I feel so emotionally connected to you." Like they're going to actually probably say something, or text, or say something like that. Through text or online chatting or something like that, about how connected they feel to you emotionally. All right, especially with that letter, you are going to receive news of that emotional connection. All right, but we'll have a look with the oracle as well. Okay, who's coming towards our Scorpio in love? They could just be a very communicative person. They may like to talk a lot about their emotions. They may be a very emotional person. Union. So yeah, that's clarifying that ring card. This person is really feeling some connection to you, whether or not you feel that as well. This person really does feel strongly connected to you from pretty much the word go. I'm feeling the union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. Okay. We also have respect. Respect your relationships. So there's going to be something important about respect. This person is someone that you respect highly already if you're already connected to them. They may that may actually be something else they're communicating to you. Oh, Scorpio, I really respect you. I really respect your view on emotion, that emotional thing. I really respect your view on relationships or something along those lines. There is going to be respect being a strong, you know, subject between you and this person. Okay, but I do feel as though with that letter, I feel like they're going to tell you. I do feel as though they're more along the lines of a very communicative person, that they do talk a lot. So maybe it's me, who knows? No, I do talk a lot. I'm not going to lie. All right. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, Scorpio. But for now, we'll move over to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Who is coming towards Sagittarius in love? Who's coming towards our Sagittarians in love? Clarify that first card, please. Okay. I'm seeing, what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, is, I'll show you the second and third card, and then we'll come back to that first card. But firstly, we have the mouse card there, with the masculine. Okay, so we don't really read the gender here. This is just somebody, you know, in that more masculine element, where they're sort of, you know, they do try to keep control of their feelings. They're quite logical, maybe reserved even. They may not be a huge, you know, talker, especially when it comes to, you know, feelings. So they may be quite reserved in that sense. I'm getting also they may be quite stubborn as well, just randomly there. But we do have the mouse card as well. So this kind of shows us that this is somebody, you know, that you probably are already connected to. The mouse energy really does talk a lot about past connections here. You know, things that, you know, especially with the masculine, this is a person that you have lost already. All right. So whether you're currently in a connection, or not, I feel like this, for a lot of you, this is, you know, you are feeling as though you've already lost this person in some sense, or this person has, you know, taken something from you. You know, you probably do think about this person quite a lot with that mice energy. That really sort of shows us that, you know, it's been niggling away at you, that there's something there, something was there. So, you know, the loss of that person still kind of eats away at you a little bit. You know, I'm feeling though, for some of you, that it's someone that you are already in connection with, but you're already worried about losing that person. Okay. But what's actually happening here? We do have the stalk energy, and that was clarified by the whip. So this person is coming towards you in love to stir trouble, is what's going on here. There's someone coming towards you, trying to stir trouble. All right, because the stalk is all about stirring up new energy. So I'm kind of getting intuitively here that for some of you, like, I feel like a lot of you are already in a connection, but it may not be with this past person. And it's kind of like this past person is just showing up just to start drama, trying to start trouble between you and your new connection, or something along those lines. But there is some trouble on the horizon here, with this person. All right, now with the stalk, you know, this is someone who's like, they're a pot stirrer. They like to stir the pot. They like to stir you up and get you revved up and cranky kind of energy. They thrive on conflict with that whip there. They may, you know, with the whip, they may be somebody who's interested into, you know, like the BDSM stuff. They may be into that sort of stuff. You know, they may be, just sort of trying to get a clearer read on this person. They are trying to hold themselves back a little bit, but it feels like they're going to come up. they're going to come towards you regardless, and just to stir trouble, or maybe it's stirring trouble for themselves. All right. Now, with the Stork, that definitely could be an Aries. All right. But I'm just having a look here. None of those other cards are linking with star signs. So the only star sign, pardon, we have showing itself is Aries. Okay, so, you know, that's kind of a bit of an indication of what this person is like. That even if they're not an actual Aries, or don't have actual strong placements in Aries, they've got that fire behind them, that's a bit of stubbornness, a bit of, you know, they get really passionate about things. They like to stir themselves up, you know, and whether that be through passion or through stubbornness, or you know, Aries are stereotypically known to be the ones that will, you know, punch first and ask questions later. So that kind of passion, that drive, that ambition of an Aries is coming through there. But I don't feel like a lot of them aren't actual Aries placements, but they've got the similar traits to an Aries. All right, but okay, who's coming towards Sagittarius in love? So they could have strong, you know, with that being said, where I'm saying that they feel like an Aries, but they feel like they're not actually an Aries. They definitely could be some sort of mixture of, you know, one of the fire signs, like Sagittarius or Leo, mixed in with like Capricorn or Scorpio. I do find those mixes, so like a Capricorn with a fire sign placement, or a Scorpio with a fire sign placement, or even sometimes Scorpio and Capricorn mixed together, they can, you know, you can sort of perceive that as an Aries, because it's very the very fiery sort of elements that they sort of come out to be. I think you know, Scorpio sometimes is the honorary fire sign. You know, they've got that bite behind them as well. But we have challenges here. So yeah, this person's definitely coming in just to, you know, create drama, create some challenges for you. It says all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So if you are already in a current connection, this bit of conflict is actually going to make that connection stronger. So that could definitely work out in your favor, but we are seeing confusion as well. So, you know, this past energy, it's coming through to cause problems through confusing you. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. So it's kind of like the past coming back around just to, you know, confuse you into what you actually truly want here, Sagittarius. So it's kind of that energy of someone from the past coming back up, just to sort of make you question yourself about the decision you made to close that off in the first place. So just keep that in mind. I am seeing a lot of trouble around this past person. So just keep that in trouble. Keep that in mind, Sagittarius. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Okay, moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, who's coming towards our Capricorns in love? Who's coming towards Capricorn in love, please? Could be another Capricorn. Very interesting, Capricorn. We've got, firstly, we've got the Mountain, which is the Capricorn card, okay? Followed by, we have here the Fish, which is Gemini, all right, as well as the Rider. All right, so what we're kind of seeing, though, is we have the Mountain first and foremost. So this person may, you know, you may perceive this person as a bit of a challenge. They may see you as a bit of a challenge. They may be a Capricorn or a Gemini based on those signs coming through there. So it may be somebody who you kind of butt heads with in that sense, Capricorn, because you're both presenting similar energy. So they may see you as a challenge, but you see them as a challenge. And so you're both, you know, trying to put in this, you know, trying to persevere, and you're very determined to get what you want out of the situation, and they're determined to get what they want out of the situation. So you may actually butt heads quite a lot with this person, and it may just sort of come through as this person is an obstacle to you. They're kind of getting in the way of my bank, is what we're getting with that fish coming through straight after. You may perceive that this person is holding me back. This person is stopping me from making money. This person is holding me back from making money. This person is determined to drive, it feels like they're determined to drive me insane, is kind of what I was just getting intuitively there. With that determination comes through with the Mountain. But the interesting thing with the Mountain is, once you do put in a bit of hard work and you persevere through the challenge of the climb, you get to the top and it actually becomes brand new opportunities. All right. So for some of you, we've already sort of climbed the hardest part, because being your own card and we're asking who's coming towards you, you may just be focusing on yourself, and that's why we're seeing you. So your card coming out first for you, Capricorn. So you may just be focusing on yourself, focusing on that bank, but we're also seeing the fish and the Rider. Okay, so this definitely could talk about somebody very financially well off headed your way. The Rider does talk about good news on the way. So depending on whereabouts in this cycle you are. So I do feel that for some of you, you're very, very focused on yourself. And if that's the case, that's fine. But it does sort of let us know that this is all the obstacles are kind of over for majority of you. Any delays or challenges you've faced when it comes to love or what you're focusing on about loving yourself even, those delays are sort of over, and we're heading into those opportunities on the other side, heading back down into the sunshine. And we've got, abundance, wealth definitely on the way, good news of money on the way for you here, Capricorn. So for some of you, this could be in the form of this person heading your way. It may be somebody quite wealthy. With the Rider card there, this may be somebody who has pet horses, or rides horses, or is involved somehow in the horse industry, that sort of stuff. But I am kind of getting, I'm getting banking industry. I'm getting that as well. So with the money, the money side of things, they may be involved in money heavily with their job as well. So this could actually be somebody. I keep getting banker. So this could be somebody quite good for you, I feel, Capricorn, just intuitively there. And once again, if that's you yourself, good news about money on the way. You can't complain with that, Capricorn. But we'll have a look with the Oracle as well. Who's coming towards our Capricorns in love? Okay, very interesting. So we do have bond as well as connection. So they're very, very similar in what they are talking about, having a strong bond, having a strong connection to somebody. I feel like for some of you, once again, this is that, working on that bond with yourself, that commitment to yourself, that connection to yourself. For some of you, when I'm saying banker, bondsman, could definitely be like a payday loan type bond contract, all those sorts of things coming through there. But that does say a love bond grows stronger over time, and your connection is eternal and unbreakable. So for some of you, I do feel as though you already have a bond with this person as well. So a couple of you there already are in a connection with this person. May not even be in reality. It may just be an energy connection. You may not know them, but there's definitely good news on the way when it comes to, this person is on their horse ready to come your way, Capricorn. So they are definitely on their way, one way or another. All right. But I am feeling strongly that a couple of you there, it's all about within yourself, and you're bringing that love to yourself, giving yourself good news about love and whatnot. So for some of you, that is just sort of all internal, you loving yourself first, which, go you if that's the case. All right. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, we shall move on over to Aquarius. Aquarius. Who's coming towards Aquarius in love? Who's coming towards Aquarius in love? Okay, can I just ask, is that the results of that, is that positive or negative for Aquarius? Is that positive or negative for Aquarius? Please clarify. Okay. All right. So firstly, we have the ship for you, Aquarius. So, you know, we do see someone on their way to you. Pretty much. This is movement. Someone taking that journey to get to you, you know, covering that distance, starting that adventure. All right. So when it comes to the actual person, they definitely could be involved in, you know, shipping business, you know, boating, that kind of thing. You know, boats may be a symbol to you of who this person is. They may work on the ocean. They may work on a river. You know, boats may be important. Ships may even be important to them when it comes to, you know, their career or even just their hobbies as well. They may be someone who likes to go out on the boat and do, you know, fishing on the weekends, that sort of thing, especially with the next card being the scythe. That really does kind of lead me to believe that this is probably more along the lines of fishing, because a scythe is what we harvest with. So they may, that's kind of the harvesting fish kind of energy, harvesting, you know, I'm just getting that strongly there. But the scythe really does talk about, you know, not only are they're on their way to you, pretty quickly, I feel, with that ship energy. We do have the scythe coming out with the fish energy there. Okay, so the fish is actually the card of Gemini. So this person may have a strong Gemini placement, but we are seeing that something happening very suddenly, a sudden break or change, okay, happening here, and in regard to abundance, wealth, finances. So it's kind of like, but it is a positive change for you, Aquarius, because I had that clarified by the heart. Okay, so it's kind of like combining finances. So if you're already in a connection with this person, they may be sort of you may be starting a brand new adventure with this person, where all of a sudden your finances are improving, you're getting on top of your finances, you're joining your finances, all those sorts of things. So with the finance card there, they definitely could be in a career related to money. They definitely also could be quite abundant already by themselves. You know, with the scythe there, we do see occupations along the lines of, you know, harvesting, farmer, those kinds of things. But I'm getting that it would be, you know, when I'm seeing the scythe today, it's coming through more so as the harvest side of things. So they may, you know, pack vegetables, or, you know, and maybe a packer and sorter, or something along those lines. They may be from overseas. Maybe that's the distance we're looking at here. They may actually be from overseas. They may have a lot of overseas connections. You may meet them overseas. You may meet them while you're on a holiday. All those sorts of things coming through there. But all of a sudden, we are seeing some sort of financial shake-up, some unexpected financial change or gain coming through, connected to this person. So they may actually be somehow involved in helping you with your finances, and all of a sudden you've made a bunch of money, and, you know, yeah, head over heels for this person that's giving you all this money, that kind of thing there. But I'll grab some oracle for you as well, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, who's coming towards Aquarius in love? Who's coming towards Aquarius in love, please? There's the Journey. Spiritual, okay? Your spiritual journey is beginning. So yeah, brand new adventure with this person. You may have some sort of connection. You may feel that there is a very spiritual connection between you and this person. All right, that definitely could be the journey that is about to be undertaken. The distance that's going to be closed is meeting this person who really is on the same level as you spiritually. All right, and learn. Okay, let love show you how to learn from each other. So for some of you, this person may be a spiritual teacher. You may be teaching them something, you know, so there is that education aspect as well. So you may be meeting them, you know, in a class together, you know, one of you teaching, neither of you teaching, both of you there to learn, you know, that kind of thing. Bible studies, all those sorts of things, you know, with the spiritual and the learning, definitely those sorts of things coming through there as well. All right, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements as well. But for now, I'll just jot down that timestamp. Okay, we have Pisces. Okay, Pisces, how are we today? Who's coming towards our Pisces in love? Okay, who's coming towards Pisces with love? Clarify that for Pisces, please. Who's coming towards Pisces in love, please? Clarity. Okay, so Pisces, when I am asking for clarity here, we do have the anchor showing itself, which is showing us that there may not be that much movement here. All right. And the things that I'm seeing coming towards you in love, you know, I'm going to put a trigger warning. Trigger warning, Pisces. Firstly, we have the coffin. Okay, so that talks about death and rebirth, things that you've closed the lid on coming back around, basically. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is someone coming back, trying to have a new beginning with you, something that's already experienced the death, you know, and it's trying to rebirth that energy with you. That's what's coming in love, is someone trying to, you know, let's close the lid on the past and, you know, start all over kind of energy, especially too with that letter here, you know, texting, calling, phone, you know, emailing, text, my words today, talking on the phone and talking online, talking in person, you know, communicating. I want a new beginning with you, Pisces. They may be just a very communicative person. With the coffin and the letter, they definitely could be somebody involved in the funeral industry, somebody involved in, you know, writing. They may be a writer, that sort of thing. We also have the clouds, Pisces. So the clouds, this person, you know, the result of this conversation with this person, or this communication from this person saying, I want a new beginning with you, Pisces, it leaves you, you know, anxious and confused and overthinking everything. I do feel for a lot of you that there's something, you know, they're just trying to, I'm kind of feeling that this is the negative, all right, that this person's trying to keep you stuck on them. They're trying to hold you down, hold you back. You know, they're trying to be something that you need, that's something that you have to rely on. I'm not getting the best energy from this person, Pisces, especially seeing them putting you into this clouds energy where, you know, your thoughts just won't stop. You can't stop thinking about, you know, you're overthinking to the point of anxiety. It's leaving you confused with clouded judgment. Okay, so be very aware of that, Pisces. It does feel as though this person is just trying to, you know, cloud your judgment, and you know, I'm kind of getting that vibe of, you know, that gaslighting kind of thing. With the anchor as well, we do see references to the ocean. You know, they may have a career or hobby that they enjoy, you know, going out on the ocean, dropping the anchor and fishing for a while. You know, those sorts of positions as well. With the clouds, you know, there's probably not many people out there that are, you know, scientists that worry about cloud formation and all. You know, what's the word? The you know, like a weatherman, that type of thing. I really doubt that links for anyone, but I just thought I'd mention it. But we'll have a look at the oracle as well, Pisces. Okay, who's coming towards our Pisces in love, please? Okay. I'm actually seeing a little bit more information about this new beginning and this communication that this person's bringing, that leaves you feeling confused and anxious and leaves your judgment very clouded. It's because this person is playing on your emotions. I feel we have emotions there. Look deep within your emotions. So to finding that clarity within your own emotions here. But what I feel like this person that I'm getting that gaslighting thing again, where I'm feeling like this is what this person is telling you, but it's not necessarily the actual truth behind the situation here. I feel like this is in opposition to your true emotions, Pisces. I feel like this is what this person is telling you or trying to use to their advantage when it comes to this. They're trying to say, we have to have a new beginning, Pisces, because you're my true love. Okay? True love comes when you least expect it. But I'm feeling as though, once again, I'm getting that gaslighting type of stuff where they that's the actual what they're trying to do. They're trying to hold you back from finding your true love. Okay, they're trying to play your emotions a little bit here, Pisces. I feel this is the first super negative one we've seen today, but I do feel like that's what's going on here with this person. I don't feel like this person is genuine, and I don't feel like they've actually got your best interests in heart here. But it does seem like they are coming towards you, trying to say, you're my true love, Pisces. We have true love, so we have to have a new beginning or start over. Free will is a thing, guys. You're free to do whatever you need to do. Make sure you do check your other placements, Pisces. Hopefully we can find out something a little bit more positive through, like maybe your moon sign, your Venus sign. All right, but that's what we have for you. So we shall move on over to our Aries. Okay, Aries. Who's coming towards Aries in love? Who's coming towards Aries in love, please? Whoop, 2 for 1 there. Who's coming towards Aries in love? Okay, Aries. Just want to check if that one has a star sign linkage. No. Okay, so the only star sign we've got coming through is actually Capricorn, Aries. So you may yourself have a strong Capricorn placement, or this person may have a strong Capricorn placement. But this person coming towards you, we do have the mountain and the flowers actually came out together. So this is somebody who is willing to put in the hard work. They want to give their all. They're ready to start giving to this, persevering. How they're very determined, I suppose, with that mountain card. They're very determined to overcome any challenges or delays or obstacles that may be in the path between you and them. So we do see with the mountain card, this could be somebody who is, very interested in things like hiking, going into the mountains, especially with the flowers there. They may have a very strong interest in, like nature photography, for example, those sorts of things. They may, go on hikes and that sort of stuff, go certain places to, find, nature, flowers, those sorts of things. But the flowers energy is a very giving energy. So they really want to give the hard work that's necessary to climb that obstacle with you. Any obstacles that they may perceive between you and them, that they're very willing to, put in the work and persevere. They're very determined to get over that mountain and move into opportunities with you. Okay, so there may be some physical obstacles between the two of you, especially physical obstacles around, you know, the around the flowers, around the giving. So for some of you, they may there may be an obstacle that they're not currently able to give to this, and they're wanting to sort of overcome that obstacle so that they can give fully to this. The obstacle definitely could be, you know, like a financial obstacle because they want to give you presents. You know, the flowers does talk so much about giving that it can talk about, you know, this person giving you money, giving you presents, you know, wanting to give and give and give to you, Aries. They may be someone who struggles to say no, okay, and because they just want to just give you the world kind of energy there. We do see here also the clouds. So this person is probably very much up in their head at the moment when it comes to you and them. They may be, you know, I'm just getting that vibe of a bit of a space cadet. They may be somebody who suffers from anxiety or depression, those sorts of things. They may be an overthinker. Okay, the clouds is all about thinking. So this person really may be an overthinker. So it does lead me to believe that some of these obstacles that they're perceiving between you and them may all be in their head. You know, they may have very clouded judgment when it comes to you and this connection, Aries. All right, so just keep that in mind, I suppose, that this person is very much up in their head. They do think about things quite deeply, and you know, they probably an overthinker, like I said, that may even lead to them having anxiety issues or depression issues as well. But we also see the child. Okay, so this person may be younger than you. They may have a child, or be very very innocent to the world in some sort of way. They may, you know, definitely with the clouds coming through with that child energy, this person may have some childhood trauma that they're still trying to resolve, that may have maybe comes in between you and this person. But I really feel that this person's adventurous, especially with the mountain there, and that, you know, talking about going on the nature walks and whatnot. They're a very adventurous spirit, okay, a very childlike spirit where they want to get out and about and you know, learn everything and study everything and find adventure everywhere they go, kind of person. Very you know, I'm getting that they're very childish in certain ways, but not in a bad way, not in like an immature way, although, you know, they may be immature in some ways, but more about that they may be a little bit naive to the world, very innocent, sweet type person, maybe a little bit naive, okay. But we'll have a look at the oracles here as well, Aries. Okay, who's coming towards Aries in love? Yeah, so it's just really going through with this person again because, you know, because they're such a deep thinker, and then we've seen that child there as well. This kind of explains it. We have illusion. All right, so avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. So this person may sort of live in fantasy land quite a bit, you know, with that childlike sense of wonder and the way that they overthink things. They may be sort of easily lulled into a fantasy world, rather than the full reality of situations. But we are also seeing deeply. All right. Look deeply within to discover your soul purpose in your relationships. So they do think about things very, very deeply. And I feel like this is both of you here, Aries, that, you know, both on a bit of a individual journey at the moment, maybe doing some healing, looking deeply within yourself as to what this connection has for you. Is it just an illusion, or is it actually a lot deeper than that? You know, so there is that tendency here that they may want to give to a fantasy, give to an illusion. They may be, you know, looking at things in a very naive way here, and seeing more than there actually is within the situation as well. All right, but that's what we have for you, Aries. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, your moon sign or your Venus sign, both quite strong heading into the full moon there. All right, but moving on over to our Taurus. Okay, Taurus, how are we today? Who's coming towards Taurus in love? Okay, so I'm getting a pretty clear message here. We have the coffin first and foremost. So this definitely is probably, like, looking at the cards we've got here, this is definitely probably somebody that you have been in a connection with already at some point. You know, the coffin is all about death and rebirth, endings, bringing new beginnings. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you, you've ended something with this person in the past. We do have the next cards coming through. We have the mouse, but it did actually come out with the house as well. So you got mice in the house, Taurus. Not maybe not literally, but maybe this person does have a mouse problem in their house. Okay, so but I do feel for a lot of them, this is actually talking about, you know, loss here with this mouse energy. It does refer to the past once again, with like I was sort of saying with that coffin energy. There is an element that where it does refer to the past. So I'm kind of going along the lines here that this is somebody from your past that you have already ended things with, and they're kind of wanting some sort of new beginning with you. That's why they're coming towards you in love. They may have literally lost their house, lost their, you know, lost some sort of stability in their life, lost some sort of some safe zone, some security that they had. So we definitely could be seeing somebody, you know, showing up at your house saying, I've lost everything. I need your help. That kind of vibe is what's sort of coming through there. We do also have the rider. Okay, so this just shows us that they are on their way pretty quickly. This is going to, you know, this person is going to sort of, I feel like, show up at your doorstep, you know, pretty quickly. This is usually good news on the way, but in this sort of scenario, we do see that this is somebody already on the way to you, you know, headed your way directly with some sort of news. And the news is probably going to be about this loss, something that they've lost to do with their housing. So you know, it may be quite literal, like, I've got a mouse problem at my house and I've got to leave my house while the pest controllers, you know, do something through my house, and so I'm going to come to you and ask for your help, Taurus, is kind of where I'm feeling that, you know, it definitely could be quite literal there as well. But yeah, they're headed straight for you, Taurus. This happens pretty quickly with the rider coming through. It's kind of out of nowhere. This person's there going, help me. I've got this news that this thing that's happened. Can we have some sort of new beginning where you help me out? I do kind of feel like they're just sort of asking for help more than anything, rather than a true new beginning with that coffin energy. They're kind of just in a bind. I feel, you know, they've lost something important to them, you know, to do with their housing. So they're headed straight for you. All right, but we'll get some oracle on that as well. With the rider, they definitely could be somebody, you know, like I mentioned, pest control. They could work in the housing industry, like real estate, that sort of thing. With the rider there, they definitely could be involved in horse industry in some way. They may have a pet horse. They may have pet mice. Those sorts of things. They could also work, you know, in the literal coffin industry. Is that I'm sure there is some sort of industry. There may be a coffin maker or something completely random. Taurus, who's coming towards Taurus with love, please? Although I'm getting with that coffin, it may not be an actual coffin industry. It may be like boxes, packaging, something like that. Okay, so for some of you, there's definitely something there with this person. The reason we're seeing, you know, this ending that we've seen in the past, you may have actually been married to this person. We have marriage there. A marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. One of you may be already married to somebody else, but for some of you, there is potential for this to actually become this. And this is just sort of like the instigating factor that I need your help, Taurus. I've lost my house. I need your help. How do I deal with this? And then some, further down the track, there could be some sort of marriage. But it doesn't necessarily mean marriage in the traditional sense. It can just be that, that union of two people in some way. Because we're also seeing yin yang. Like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. So it's kind of like balancing each other out. There may be some things about this person that, aspect your own personality. So you may mirror each other in certain ways. It's kind of that kind of thing. So for some of you, this may be like a twin flame situation where you're currently in separation, or you've already been through that twin flame separation period, and this is the return. This definitely could be the return of that sort of a situation, but it feels like it's instigating from this, which is, the loss of some sort of security in their life, which, that loss could just be you, that I feel like you're my home, Taurus. I need to come back to home, you're my family, Taurus. So for some of you, this is actually a positive, but I do feel like for a majority of you that you may not be very interested in the return of this person, especially if it's just for something like, I'm getting rodents removed from my house. Can I crash at yours? I do feel like it's something like that for a couple of you there. All right. But that's what we have for you, Taurus. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, we will move on over to our Geminis. Gemini. Heading into the full moon in Gemini. Hope you guys are feeling beautiful about that. It may be a very big, auspicious one for you, Gemini. I will be doing the shadow work reading either tomorrow, or I may be doing it as a bonus and uploading it on Monday. So I haven't really decided yet, but keep your eye out for that one. It should be, some interesting stuff coming through for you, Gemini, being that it is the full moon in Gemini. All right, Gemini. Who's coming towards our Geminis in love, please? Clarify that third card, please. Ooh. Gemini, have you ever heard the saying, be careful what you wish for? We have the masculine coming through with the star there. Okay, so the star is all about those wishes that you've been manifesting, those dreams that you want fulfilled, especially when it's in relation to a person. If you have been wishing for a certain person to come back into your life, lo and behold, here they are. All right, the masculine doesn't necessarily mean a male. I don't like to genderize the lenormand here, but it's somebody usually embodying those masculine traits. They're can be controlling, quite in control of their own emotions, usually coming from a more logical side of things. They can be quite a strong, powerful boss type energy there. But there's a part of you, Gemini, that's been wishing for this person's return or arrival. All right. So for others of you, this may be this person who is it may be quite literal in the sense of, oh, Gemini, you're everything I've ever wished for. They may be saying that to you. But I do feel for a lot of you that this is, I'm getting drawn to that. Be careful what you wish for. All right. Because you've been wishing for something, someone. Here they come. But the next card we have is the whip, which is clarified by the snake. All right. So this kind of lets us know that the arrival of this person is actually going to cause you some drama, cause you some conflict. I feel like for some of you, there's going to be a conflict of interest. For some of you, that you may actually have an actual verbal altercation with this person because of this snake energy. All right. There's some sort of deception or betrayal linking up with the reason for this conflict. Okay, so this person, they may show up, but if this is someone you have already connected with in the past or present, they may be showing up, but they may be showing up to cause drama, to try to, if you're already in a connection, to try to tempt you into betraying your current connection. That's what I'm kind of getting the most is that it may be sort of trying to trick you in some way, and it's just causes drama for you. Okay, so it's definitely that energy of being careful what you've wished for here. This person, when it comes to, they may be, with the whip there, they may be someone who's interested in like BDSM. They may be like involved in conflict resolution. They may be involved in snake handling. They may be a very sexual person, I feel, too. And maybe that's what the deception is. They're trying to trick you just into the physical stuff. The snake does talk about physical intimacy. So the trouble may come from being physically intimate with this person, even if they are what you have wished for, if they're telling you or they're telling you everything you want to hear kind of thing. They're telling you, oh, your wish is my command, Gemini. But then there's this underlying conflict that this is going to create for you. But I'm going to get some oracle on that and see if we can work out, is this, how's this working out for you? Gemini, like advice, I suppose. Should we entertain this wish? Maybe you're wishing for someone who is a bit more, sexual, or maybe into, the BDSM stuff, and it's somehow tempting but deceiving in some way. Maybe it's not truly what you wished for. Gemini, what's coming towards Gemini in love, please? Yeah, so with that snake and whip energy, you may not trust this person. We have trust there. It does say you need to have trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish. So that may be part of this betrayal. There may be a betrayal of trust. They may be deceiving your trust in some way, and that's what causes this conflict, this fighting. You may choose to trust this person, but then we head into the conflict because, it turns out your trust was misplaced. So just be very conscious of how we're trusting this person, okay? Because we also have deeply here, all right? And that says, look deeply within to discover your soul purpose in your relationships. So this really does talk about, really looking for deeper meaning in people, in connections, looking for the deeper part of the wish. Okay, so it's all good and well to, I wish for this person, I wish for a person like this, especially if it's a specific person, okay, because there may be certain things about that person that you're wishing for, but you're not wishing, like when you actually get, it's that be careful what you wish for thing. Once again, looking deeply at the situation, is it truly that person I wish for, or is it just I want a person like that, or who does that but also does this and this and this? Because there's an element here of it's, I feel as though you're just currently, you're not looking deeply enough, and you're not you're not actually like deepening that wish to actually be what you truly want it to be. That thing that you're wishing for is just a small element, and if you only receive that small element without all this other stuff, it's not actually what you wish for. So the wish itself can be somewhat deceiving, you know. So if you say, oh, you know, if you're wishing and wishing and wishing and trying to manifest, I wish somebody would love me. I just want somebody to love me. I just want somebody to love me. Somebody's going to show up. They're going to love you, but they're not actually going to fulfill your other desires. They're not going to, you know, entertain you mentally. They're not going to, you know, be that match in the physical. They're, you know, but they love you. So your wish has been fulfilled, but it's not actually your truest wish, because your truest wish takes into account all those other little details as well. So look a little bit more deeply at what you're actually wishing for here, Gemini, because you know, you do need to be careful what you wish for, and make sure that, you know, you're wishing for, I want this, but I don't want all that with it. Okay, I want this, but I also want this and this and this and this as part of that. You know, so just look a little bit more deeply at the specifics, I feel here, for you, Gemini. All right, because, you know, sometimes people, you know, you may think that they're everything that you want, but then when you actually get them, you realize this person is as dumb as a box of bricks. I can't live like this. You know, like it's that, me being a Capricorn, that's something that would get me. Like, if I wasn't able to connect with somebody intellectually, what would be the point for me personally? You know what I mean? So, it's something along those lines, you know, with that, being careful what you're wishing for here. All right, but check your other placements. We'll move on to Cancer. Cancer. Who's coming towards our Cancers in love, please? Oh, okay. And is that, can I just clarify those two? Are they the same or different? Okay, Cancer. I'm seeing here. I'm just going to double check what I've got here. I've got Libra, and that's it. Okay, so I've got Libra coming through here for you. But we have the pathways, the crossroads there. Okay, so some sort of choice or decision. Someone's coming to you and asking you to choose them. Please choose me, Cancer. Please follow this path wherever it leads with me, Cancer. All right, so this is somebody, you know, from your past. We have the mice there. That's come through with the lily. So for a lot of you, this is someone that you thought you'd lost, because, you know, that was clarified by the coffin, which talks about endings and new beginnings. So it's someone, you know, from your past who you've already ended things with, or they've already ended things with you. And so it's kind of like, choose me, choose the path that leads to me. You know, I want to walk this, you know, they're asking you to sort of, you're having to decide whether or not you're going to go back to this past person, I feel, for a lot of you there, whether you are going to have that new beginning, or if you're happy to leave that lid closed, on that coffin there. But with the mice and the lily, it probably eats away at you a little bit there. You know, it's probably niggling away in the back of your head, like, what happens if this person comes back? Will this person come back? All that sort of stuff. It probably does eat away at you a little bit there. But you have already gone through that loss. You've already suffered that loss, so to speak. And I'm getting here with the lily that this is someone that, you know, you maybe thought you were going to be with this person forever. So the loss hits you, you know, and maybe you thought that this loss was forever. But here we see the road, and it's coming towards you to, you know, which path are you going to take? Are you going to head back towards the past, or are you going to choose a new path for yourself? You know, so I do feel that for a lot of you, there is someone from the past coming back around, you know, And this, because this is about long term, it's about emotional intimacy as well. So you may have been very intimate with this person on an emotional level. You may have let them see a side of you that no one else has sort of seen. You may have thought that you were going to be with this person long term. Otherwise, you did think that this ending was long term, but lo and behold, here it comes. All right. But we'll have a look at the oracle as well, Cancer. Who's coming towards Cancer in love, please? Okay, so just a few things to go through as well. I did say already that that I'm just checking my list here. Sorry. That, yeah, Libra connects with that road card. We also have, I do see here that it's very likely for some of you here that this person is connected on a career path to things to do with the funeral industry or end of life industry. So, like retirement home, they may work as a carer in a retirement home. They may, have something to do with the actual roads, with the road there. They may actually, work for the road services or something along those lines. And I'm not really vibing with any of the other potential career options there, but it definitely could be something along those lines. The lily as well. They may be like a botanist, but that's only maybe one of you. All right, something to do with plants. All right, but that may be you, Cancer. Yeah, that may be you. Have you got something to do with plants, Cancer? Lily feels more like you, to be honest. But here we have receptive. Okay, so be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. This person could also be a receptionist, okay? But be ready to receive that call, that this person, be receptive and open to at least, hear them out. Is kind of what that's letting us know. We do have synchronicity as well. So a divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. So if you have been seeing like repeating numbers or things have been happening in a very, coincidental kind of way between you and this person, keep your eye out on those things, because that may be a positive indication. That there's something to consider here. If you haven't been seeing, I'm kind of also feeling here, if you haven't been seeing that sort of stuff and there is no synchronous moments between you and this person, maybe you're happy to leave that dead and buried. All right. So I feel like that's going to go, we have the path, free will, guys. You can go down whichever path you choose. You don't have to. It's just sort of asking you to be receptive to listening and hearing this person out. Some of you are going to go shut that lid on you, shut that door on you all over again, whereas others of you actually may be more, open to see what could happen from here. All right. But that's what we have for you, Cancer. So, you're more than welcome to check other placements, of course. But we'll move over to Leo. How are we, Leo? Okay, Leo. Who's coming towards Leo in love, please? Okay, Leo. We have both Capricorn and Gemini coming through here. But firstly, we've got the flowers. Okay, so this person is, willing to give to this. You may know who this is because they may literally give you a bunch of flowers. They may be giving you some sort of a gift, especially, a bunch of flowers type gift I'm feeling for a lot of you there. They may be taking you on a nature walk, those sorts of things, looking at flowers together, that sort of stuff. I'm getting that quite strongly, that these may be physical flowers that we're looking at here. All right, but it really does talk about they're wanting to give to this. They want to give to you time, love, energy. They're ready to give and show up. I feel as well, especially with the mountain here. The mountain does talk about obstacles or delays, but this person being with that flowers energy, Aries actually had a similar reading. So if you've got strong Aries placements, maybe have a look at that as well. But this person is, ready to climb those mountains with you. They're ready to put in the hard work, and they're determined to overcome any obstacles that stop them from being able to give to this and give to you. Okay, pretty straightforward here. We also have the fish on the other side of that mountain. So once they put in that hard work, we're headed straight towards, new opportunities in abundance, wealth, financials, between you and this person. They may be quite wealthy. They may really manage money well. Just in that sense, they may not be rich or anything, but they may, know how to spend what they have got, and get ish done, which is quite common with the Capricorn placement there too. So I do feel for a lot of you, this may actually be a Capricorn, for quite a lot of you there, although that fish is a Gemini card. Sorry, I just dropped one of those. But yeah, I'm getting a strong Capricorn vibe from that. So even if they're not a Capricorn, they may have a strong Capricorn placement, or, they just embody a Capricorn where they're, boss bish kind of energy, where they climb any mountain to get that bank kind of stuff. All right, now career-wise, this person definitely could be involved in, floral industry. I'm getting flowers quite strongly as well. They may be involved in some sort of financial occupation, like banking, investments, all those sorts of things. They may be interested in mountain climbing, hiking, those sorts of things with the mountain there as well. I'm getting with the mountain also, I'm getting that this person is a very sort of strong leadership type person. They're quite strong, immovable force. You kind of feel like this person cannot be shaken. It would take a literal earthquake to bring this person down. So I do feel like they're quite a strong persona, and they may be very, very strong and may seem very work orientated, with those cards as well. But they're actually a very giving, loving type person. I just feel like that might be deep down rather than visible. All right, but I'm also getting too, if this is a feminine, they may wear a lot of floral clothing. They may wear flowers in their hair type thing. They may always just seem bright and cheerful, like a field of flowers when you look at this person. All right, they may have a really nice scent as well with that bouquet. They may just smell really good to you. All right, Leo. Who's coming towards Leo in love, please? Cupid. Love is in the air when Cupid is around. Okay, so I'm just getting that Cupid. Cupid. What's is there a company called Cupid? Feeling like there's another connection here with the word Cupid. I don't think it would be anyone's name or anything like that. Interesting. I suppose what's archery? Arrows. Cupid flying the arrows around. Trust. You need to have trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish. Okay, so I'm feeling with that trust card, I do feel, Leo, that this is going to be one of the ways you know who this is, because you're just going to automatically trust this person, or feel like you can trust this person, or they may even say something outright to you like, Leo, it's so weird. I feel like I trust you. Something along those lines. I feel like I could trust you with all my money. because they may be quite wealthy, this person, Leo. All right. More than welcome to check your other placements, of course, Leo. But moving on to our Virgos. Virgo. Okay, who's coming towards Virgo in love, please? Who's coming towards Virgo in love? Okay. Please clarify how or why is this person coming towards our Virgos, please? I've had a couple of these messages today. I believe Pisces, Taurus, maybe, Gemini, maybe. Pardon? Taurus. Taurus and Pisces had similar-ish messages. So they or you may have a strong placement in one of those. I'm just checking my list here. Yeah, no. So no actual signs coming through here. We do have the lily coming through first and foremost. So I feel as though I actually feel for you, Virgo, that this is actually something going on more so within you yourself, rather than an actual person coming towards you in love. All right, because when I've clarified this message, we do have the coffin, which is all about death and rebirth, endings bringing new beginnings. So I'm clearly seeing, you know, the person that I'm seeing in your energy here is a past energy, something that you've already ended, you know, it's already been ended between you and this person. But I feel like this is, you know, with the coffin there, I feel like the reason we need to know about all this is because this is stuck in your energy a little bit here, and you need to, you know, close the lid on this, you know, so that you can have a new beginning and you can actually, you know, I feel like this is you're kind of blocking anyone coming towards you in love. It feels like when I'm saying who's coming towards you in love, it feels like you can only see this. You can't see anything coming because we're so focused on the past, is kind of what I'm getting here, Virgo. That may not be the case for all of you, you know, and of course, if that's not, check your other placements, of course. But I do feel as though there's this element of someone from the past that's sort of weighing in on your energy at the moment. And I don't feel as though they are coming towards you. I feel like for some of you, you may still have some sort of connection with this person. You may still have to see this person, like you may have a child together and that sort of thing, where you still actually have to see this person. I know that would be the case for me and my Virgo baby daddy. Like, he's still got to see me even when he doesn't want to, because, you know, we have a child together. So that it feels like that sort of could be the case here for some of you, is that sort of thing where, you know, there's an element of this where, you know, it's ended, but you can't reach your new beginning yet. You can't fully close the lid on that past. And with the lily there, it's very highly likely that this is someone that you were very emotionally intimate with, that you did have a very strong, you know, connection emotionally with this person. They very may well have been somebody that you thought you were going to be with forever. All right, so with that lily, we have the mouse energy as well, which does show us once again the past energy. This is a loss. You've lost that happily ever after kind of energy. You've lost that long-term energy with this person. It's been lost to you. It still sort of eats away at you or your energy a little bit here. So even if it's not consciously eating away at you, it is still, pulling at your energy a little bit and niggling away in the back of your head there. Um, you know, and we also have the whip. Okay, so it is still causing you some conflict, some drama, challenges within yourself, I feel, Virgos. So, I do feel as though a lot of you, this is that, the past just holding you back from brand new beginnings for yourself here, Virgo. But we'll have a look at the oracle. And I'm going to ask who's coming towards our Virgos in love, focusing on the future, please. Focusing on the future, who's coming towards our Virgos in love? No, it's not wanting to show me. Okay, I'll just swap back to the lenormand for a second. Who's coming towards Virgo in the future with love, please? Yeah. So there is a new beginning there in the future. It's just, I feel like it may not, you need to deal with this energy before you can move forward into the new beginning. We have the stork there, which is stirring up new energy. We have the key as well, which is opening the doors to new opportunities, opening yourself up to brand new opportunities, opening yourself up to this new energy. Okay. With the stork, we do have Aries. Okay. So it could be someone with a strong Aries placement in the future there. But we do have tested. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. Okay, so the reason that you're still holding on to this is because it's part of your test to work through this past energy and clear that out so that you can get to those new beginnings for yourself, Virgo. And remarkable. Okay, notice everything remarkable about your relationships. So we do see here it's written on sort of music notes. So for some of you, there's some sort of message with music between you and this past person, like, going back and looking at the songs that remind you of this person and noticing the things that were remarkable about that connection and why it still causes you inner conflict to hold on to that past connection there. Why, what's remarkable about this person that made you think that you were going to be with them forever? And dealing with those things and using those as strengths instead of weaknesses so that you can move forward into the future. But there is an element here of looking back in order to learn from this past connection, and that's why it's still coming up in your energy, that there's something that you need to learn about this past connection, and it's got to do with some of the remarkable events that happened, something about the way things happened, just paying notice to the things that you found remarkable about this past connection. Like, if you had to sit there and tell me, Virgo, what made this connection so remarkable for you? Why are you holding on to this connection? Tell me the reasons. Tell me what it is about that person that makes them so special that they deserve your love. Okay, so going through those things and verbalizing those things to yourself, Virgo, can help you to understand that you don't have to have them just in that person. Other people may have those same qualities that person you're finding remarkable in that particular person. You may be able to find them in a totally different person, in a totally different situation. So it's I feel like for a lot of you, it's a matter of sifting through the past and finding those remarkable things that you're cherishing, the things that you're holding on to, rather than the actual person. Because I feel like for a lot of you, it's like specific qualities about that person that you're holding on to, and finding them, that person is so unique and so remarkable, but they're not. Like, there's probably like 5 other people like that down the road, but you just haven't met them yet. It's rather than putting those qualities as that's that person. It's no, no, no. It's not that person. It's those qualities that I find remarkable. It's not that person that's so remarkable. It's that quality or that particular thing. Okay, so I feel like that might really help you guys. So I feel like, once again, you're being tested. This is part of your journey, okay, Virgo. But that's what we have for you today. You're more than welcome to check your other placements. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. But hopefully, I'll see you all again soon.